All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And now to become a member, please do click the join button if it's available to you. All right, so hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day. So we have something to kind of wrap up, maybe like an hour or so. Keys to victory. So we have under keys to victory formation starting 11. Jaime Algrimson's we need players. I think we're going to discuss that. Someone put it in the comment section yesterday. We went through it and we thought that it's something that we can talk on. What he talked about in the press conference, that's what we want to talk on as well. Key players, but we brought a twist to it. Key players as in attacking presence for the team, because we're concentrating on Jamaica team, but we will still give you information as to what Haiti is going to bring. That's how you're going to know how effective the strategy that we're talking about will work, and nullifying side as well. So we have that. All right. Yes. So let me just start with what's at stake. So we are talking on the Concacaf Nations League 2023-2024, and it serves for the qualification for the Copa America, where in which you're going to have the CONCACAF region mixed with South American teams. Two teams qualify from both groups, and then you go on to mesh with the top four in the region, which is Costa Rica, United States, Mexico, and Canada. All right. Yes. So at this point, after one set of game played, Jamaica sits at the top on 3 points, Grenada on 1, Suriname on 1, Cuba on 1, Haiti on 1, and Honduras that Jamaica played already is actually on 0. All right, so the matches to come in this group, you will have Jamaica versus Haiti, Cuba versus Suriname, and you have Honduras versus Grenada. So those are the next sets of matches coming up. All right. Yes. So let me move on. Let me move on with the big ups first. Guys, as you come in, please do leave your thoughts in the comment section as to any part of the video that you wanted to drop something on. All right. Yes, that is one thing I would like for you to do because that will bring more engagements. All right. Yes. All right, so we have Jam in the building. Massive respect. Osh Poppy, how you doing? Dre as well, how you doing? Sean Answer in the building. Massive respect for all of you lot coming in so early. Dean Fraser, how you doing? Jason Guna, massive respect. Dark Beskar in the building as well. Thanks very much. Yeah, man. Everyone that came in, massive respect. Just please click the like button as you go in. We identified some problems yesterday for 80. All right, so let me go through those games. Go through the last game that they played. All right, they switched a few players from the Gold Cup. All right, being maybe for all sorts of reasons. Heard that some players had issues and stuff, so that's the reason why they have switched from them. All right, so they have to work with who they do have. They brought in Placide, which is one of their veteran goalkeepers. Yes, and I thought that he's very much solid. Yes, because he starts to play. His range is a little bit better than the previous goalkeeper in the Gold Cup. So that's a plus for 80. But where I thought that 80 has some problems is the right back side. Simonson, we talked about that already. So Simonson and Ade is strong, physically strong. He reminds me of Damian Lowe, physically strong. All right. Yeah, but from time to time, he can be caught lacking based on concentration. So that is something that I think they have to key in on, and you have to set a system up like that. So what would have solidified that position to make sure are they more prone to mistakes, and Simonson more uneasy would have meant you have to start with a striker. So a striker to push back the defenders, and also coming from the left-hand side as well. And who is that person that plays from the left-hand side as a left wing forward, and also a natural striker? Shamar Nicholson. So this game breed for Shamar Nicholson to start. I know a lot of you guys don't really meds him that much, but this game is a game that breeds for Shamar Nicholson to start. All right, and I think that's the reason why he's going to actually start, because the problem that AD has, the weaknesses that they do share, comes from over their right hand side, and Shamar Nicholson right hand side to central. All right, and Shamar Nicholson naturally goes from a left hand side to central, so that breeds for him to do that, and he's pushing back that defense line. So Shamar Nicholson will start based off that. All right. Obviously, the coach had said that he might not have gotten enough time under his legs. So they do believe that he wants more time, but they still can give he can play more than 30 minutes. So that's good to hear. That's good to hear coming in for Shamar Nicholson. All right. So that's one of the reasons to push. That's one of the solutions to push them back. All right. That's one of the solutions to push them back. All right. And that is Shamar Nicholson. Over the Simonson side, I think that's where you will have Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray will become a key. Obviously, he's just a key naturally because he's one of Jamaica's best players. So he's a key naturally. But he's going to have to be on his game because what we saw out of the preferred sides, 80 seems to be much more weaker on that right hand side. Not because the player ain't good, but maybe some of the time players can believe in themselves a little bit too much. And I think Sorensen believes in himself a little bit too much, and he can creep up a little bit higher. So I think Demarai Gray will have unless they're going to tell him to sit back and let's see, because players have a tendency to actually repeat the same things that have always been their downfalls. All right, yes, and that's why I said you have to just be there. So once that presents itself, you are going to take advantage of it. All right, so that's what I have to say. So Demarai Gray and Demarai Gray and Shamar Nicholson makes over that side. And I think we are going to look for them to cause that problem that we do see right there. All right. Yeah. Property for sale, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And Mr. United said, JD, why some of the Asian players didn't turn up? I am hearing all sorts of things. Pearl, I'm hearing that it's either some problem, Doka Nazan, some problems, and Arca, and that is what their main right back, that's some problems as well. Yeah, I'm gonna dig deeper to figure out what's the problem and if they're gonna make it for the next leg. Because remember we have to play them twice. All right, I've not even included that. In the 6 teams that's in the group, we play 4 games, and one of the games then we double up. So the double up for us was 80. All right. So 2 teams in the group we don't play at all. All right, we don't play at all. All right, yes. So big up, yeah, man. Massive respect. Pro Club said still no good system that can beat any top team. Yeah, I think so. All right, George Smith in the building said, good day, bless up JD and the listeners. Yeah, man, good day to all of you guys that came in. Massive respect. And then we have our brother Tennessee. How you doing, man? Yeah, man, massive respect, guys, for you guys always getting up early to come and listen to the show, and we love the fact that sometimes people text me back and said, saw Al Grimson saying the same thing as what you said and did this and that, so keep it up here, man. We keep on watching and keep on trying to improve as best as possible. All right. Yeah, man. Chris Smith, massive respect. Thanks for being here. As you guys come in, please do hit the like button so we can get the visibility here. Lee Young, big up yourself. Massive respect. All right. So we talk about 2 now. Over the next side now, you have Garvin and Christian. And I think they're going to go with their same back 4, which is 80. So we have to try and counter that as well. Yeah, because remember, we were talking about nullifying and also attacking, because that's the key to victory. You have to nullify what they are doing, that's their strengths, and then capitalize on that. So the nullifying and the keys to victory. So that's what we are dealing with today. All right. Detonation, massive respect. Triple E, big of yourself. Ravens Medical says 433. Nicholson, Whisper, and Gray up top. Bless up JD. All right, so that's what Ravens would have gone with. I have not picked my right-sided player as yet. So for the right-sided player, we have 3 players we can talk about, which is Whisper, as what you said just a while ago, Leon Bailey, and then Bobby Reed. All right, Bobby Reed has the ability to always fit in other places, even if he does not fit in the actual main position that he plays. All right. So let me know over the right hand side for me, the first one that came to mind that I thought that would have tracked back, because what I would have done on the right back side, what I would have done on the right back side, I would have made a change. And when you make changes, it's new players, and new players are not familiar to the territory. So you always want someone that can give you a work on both sides. So if the coach made the change of putting in Gray at the right back, I want to say that it would more influence the movements of Bobby Reed over Whisper and Leon Bailey. Or maybe Leon Bailey have to play attacking midfielder, or if he's going to select Whisper, they have to play in the attacking midfielder situation, or maybe go as a striker. But it's hard for you to put Gray in, knowing that he does not know the position, and yet still want to put somebody in front of him that maybe is not the right person to secure him on a defensive end. Because what we complained about when it comes on to Liam Bailey and Whisper is the defensive output. They seem to don't put that as yet. One is too young, so he has not developed it to the fullest level. But I saw him putting in effort, so I always give him credit for the effort. But Liam Bailey, he's much more older, and it looks like maybe the defensive solidity won't come. Well, Bobby Reed is blessed with every single one of the packages. All right, maybe he's not exceptional at everything, or anyone that a lot of persons said that, but I kind of differ towards that statement. All right, yes. So we're gonna leave the right midfield side as well, for a little while. All right. So we have Tyrone Williams, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Then we have Brian Burke. Brian Burke, never saw you comment the other day on the Nigeria video. Sorry about that, but massive respect. Thanks for the continuous support. I'm going to drop the link so people can come on when they do want. All right. Yeah. So give me a little time. Let me try and share the link for you so people can come on and give their take. All right. So that is the link for the stream. All right. That is the link for the stream, so people that wants to come on can come on. Float management, massive respect. Yeah, so for me, I am going to go with the 4-2-3-1. All right, 4-2-3-1. All right, but the attacking midfielder will have to roam a little bit lower. So he's going to be making a 3 and still have to link the play with the forwards. And based on how the coach talked, I want to say that it's something like that he's trying to go for. More of a solid midfield pack, because he's expecting physicality from 80. And as what they have stated, the last time they played 80, they lost the game 2-0, something like that. That's what they have said. So they are expecting the same brute forceness from 80. So they want to come and make a statement against 80. And he had said that based on how they saw 80 is going to be a much more difficult match than Honduras. And you would say, how is that possible? Because Honduras defeated 80 the last time. But you have to understand that styles make fights. Styles make fights. All right. And what you're seeing now, what you're seeing with 80 has physicality. 80 has physicality as Jamaica, just the same. Can you mute your mic, Jason, please?
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. So areas physicality just like Jamaica. And in certain areas they do pass the ball better. I want to say pretty much in all areas, because they are much more familiar with the personnel, even though people saying that it is changing over their squad. I still a lot of people in it is the same persons. So they do pass the ball better than us. So with them being big and strong as us and pass the ball to the level that we want to reach, that in itself make the coach thinks that they are going to be a harder team than Honduras. I kind of not look at it the same way, you know. I kind of not look at it the same way, you know, but I look at it as in 80 will cause us problems that Honduras couldn't, because Honduras players are just not as big and strong as them. But Honduras has a kryptonite that is troubling for Jamaica for the longest time, which is the tiki-taka hyper system. We tend to struggle with that every single time. That's why we won the games them against Honduras, but they're always close games that depending on some serious amount of luck for us to get over the line. You understand me? Yeah. So even though he said that, I think this game can go two way. Either we lose the game or we win it comfortable. Like more than one goals. It can be a game like that, or we can lose it as well. Because if they get in behind, I do believe that they have the more strength and speed to force us into a decision that can lead to a red card, or they actually get a clear shot and goal on the keeper. They have that difference to them than Honduras, but I still believe that Honduras passing metrics is a little bit better for me still. So every team brings something different, at least where I'm coming from. All right. So let me know if that influences how you pick your final right midfielder, right winger. I would say. Then we have Dre, Messi, Louis. Thanks for being here. We have Haitians in the house. Jamaica is our biggest rival in football. Wow, I never knew that. I never knew that. Dre says, that's a good formation. I like JD 4-2-3-1. Yeah, because he's talking under the respect that he's giving the team, I think he's going to go with the two deeper line. Because remember, we have to listen to the stories. Okay, I've listened to the man that we say picking the team. All right. And he's talking, he said he stumbled on something in the second half. So I'm very sad to tell a lot of you guys, because you are saying that you want certain people to play and certain style. You might not get that. You know why? Because when he stumbled on that thing in the second half, he took off Whisper and he took off Casey Palmer and those guys in the 65th minute. And that's what he's talking about. That's when we got a better grasp of the game. So I'm very sorry. So maybe we might not see Whisper start, and we might not see Casey Palmer starts. And I knew that Whisper starting was heavily down to Shamar Nichols not being fully fit. Because remember, even if Shamar Nichols is not a better finisher than Whisper, which a lot of you guys said that, Whisper is not a better older player, and he's not more knowledgeable to the game than Shamar Nicholson. Because no care what we say, what we can say, Shamar Nicholson is one of the best person, aside from Bobby Reed, to get yourself in a position. There is nobody I saw on Jamaica team, even include Michail Antonio, can get himself in a position than Shamar Nicholson. I think he has a gift to find himself in positions. Because remember, he came on and found himself in a position, that nobody got in the entire game and the run of play, where Shamar Nicholson found himself, guys. So everyone has their own skill set. And that is where I used to calculate what I'm saying. You get me? Yes, so we have to give him credit. Yeah, Anonymous, yes. I think Shamar Nicholson has the ability to find himself in positions that nobody else on the field can't find himself in it. And we have to be honest, because everything we keep on saying, why Shamar Nicholson missed that chance? Why was he there? Why someone else was not there? All right, since you're gonna laugh, tell me why somebody else was not there and he was always there to miss the chance. Because we're complaining that a man missed a chance, but he has to find himself in the position. So why one of our better finishers never found themselves in that position? So we can criticize a player, but we can give them their necessary credit as well. All right, and that's why I think Shamar Nicholson will be playing. All right. Yes. So we have to give people their credit and then take away the credit for some. Since like how we want to take away people's credit. Um. No, I'm getting a call. My watch was ringing. Yeah. Go ahead, Jason. What say you?
Yes, JD, big up everyone in the chat. Good morning, good afternoon, and everything. Yeah, so for me, I think you say he stumbled on something when he made the sub. I thought
That's what
that
he
what
said.
I
That's what he said. That's what he
yeah,
said.
you said he said that he stumbled on something when those subs were made. Now in the 65 minutes when he made those subs, I think it was three subs. He took off Dawan Richards and brought on Shamar. He took off
Mm-hmm.
Casey Palmer and brought on DJ, and he took off Javane and brought on Gray.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I know you're saying that we're probably gonna see the two defensive centrals, but I thought when when DJ came on, he pretty much just swapped positions with Casey. And if you remember in the first half, they said that they kind of were like dropping Casey too deep in the build-up, and they didn't like where he was collecting the passes. And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't until they kind of put Joel in a more single pivot role and kind of
Yes,
push
yes, yes.
Casey higher that he thought that they got a little more fluidity when they were building out. So my question to you is, hearing him say that, why do you think that he's going to go with two defensive centrals and not something more similar to what he saw in that time period of that first game?
But we have to. That's the problem. When they push Casey Palmer high, they never kept two in midfield. They drop it to three, because Whisper drop deeper and be playing. Him and Bobby switching out to 1-on-1 each, playing the additional central to make up the numbers in midfield. You get me? So I
Right.
just believe that he's not going to make that mistake to say, all right, someone has to be doing a part-time job because I want to do a front four. I just believe that he finally believes that the battle in midfield will not be won by Jamaica. So because we can't out battle them because of they are so strong and physical. So I'm not gonna put that soul work on Latiba there. So what I would have done, I would have just given one of the attacking midfielders the license to do their job, because that's what we
Mm-hmm.
brought them in the team for, and
Mm-hmm.
let we get the battlers in midfield to clash with their midfield as well. That's what because I heard what he said, but I've realized that he's saying that and still giving Haiti respect as well. So that is why I said I kind of twisted from a 4-3-3 with Latibodier alone playing single, and say maybe he's going to go for the double because of the respect that he gave to them. So that's why I said I would see a Lambert and him in midfield, but also an attacking midfielder to make the three. So maybe he's going to make two changes in the midfield, the forward line, than the one.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah,
so
that's how I
basically
think.
he's gonna have to change two of the four to get the system that
Yes. And maybe what he would do if he does not, if he's going to be, he does not want to change the four, what he would have done is only change Whisper for Bowser, and then use Bobby Reed as the cam, or use Bobby Reed as the cam, then use Bobby Reed as the cam. That's the only thing. And take out Casey Palmer. You get me? And then change and then put the Kevin Lambert in. So he can do that. You take out Casey Palmer and Whisper, and then fit in those other guys to make up the numbers and fit the formation. If he keeps on want to keep all the big level players on the field, you get me? That is the problem I'm seeing there. I think he has a little problem for selection because he wants certain players on the field, but he realized that he's losing grounds and losing respect by putting players on the field without having a control of the game, because every coach lay out their formation to get control of the game, which is nullifying and then having their advantage, because it's a chess game. But it's like we are sacrificing our chess ability, the nullifying ability, to say we are going to just go toe to toe with people. You understand me? And it becomes a much more equal game than how it should have been. And ironic, that's exactly what Latibody them said. They made the game way more harder than
harder
what
for
it should have been.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, so ironic, they said the exact thing, because they are going out to say that they are a big deal rather than actually trying to play football. So people should be fear of them and drop back automatical. But no, if people have a system and they can play to their system, no care how much big ball they have on the field. You have to learn to play football. Yeah. You have to learn to play football as a team. It's not going to work. Nobody will be pushed over, and the fields are bad, so the tempo of the play is not as fast as how you
Not as
can
high.
actually play. So it brings
Yeah.
on everything to a level that it makes more trouble for you rather than a solution. Yeah, rather than a solution. So there's no fear factor in Concacaf because the fields ain't good.
So basically, due to like the state of the field, it would be more detrimental to us to kind of try to get more ball handlers into the pitch. We kind
Yes,
of
I think
need to just get the destroyers on the pitch because we know that
Yes.
it's going to be that type of game due to the condition.
Yes, yes. That's what I think he figured out and realized that, listen to me, man. Let me have an extra tackle on the field rather than an extra runner on the field. Because if I can't have the ball, the runners ain't defending. So I can't stop anything. And then now I'm under complete pressure. And then my four players that I'm talking about, my front four, becomes nothing at all because they offer nothing in defense. You understand me?
Yeah, yeah.
So, and anonymous, if we're dropping one more midfield in, the long ball football becomes much more of a non-existent thing because now you have more bodies because they have to force more players to mark more players. If you have two and you have three, it's more people. It's natural more people. You understand me? So it's easier for them to commit more bodies and free up one more space. You only have 10 outfield players now. And naturally people don't try camp 10 to press with 10, you know. You always have one in the nullifying, not the nullifying, you always have a quarterback in a system. Every system always have it. Every coach will tell you that. So when they're pressing, they're still trying to actually counter after winning the ball. So you always have that isolated man. And that's why Pep Guardiola pressed with his goalkeeper as well to make 11. So that means when he takes out the trigger, which is the man that will counter for you, he still has 10. So he outnumber you. And that's why Pep Guardiola is becoming a genius in football. So that's why they wanted a passing goalkeeper. You understand me? So football is completely different than what you guys are looking at it as. All right. So that's why the coach is going through a lot of things. And don't be surprised if he does not pick two of the players them. You know, and I'm leaning that the two players would be more Whisper and Casey Palmer out of it to facilitate Bobby Reed and Lambert. If he's going to go with the 4-2-3-1 system. If he goes to the 4-3-3, I could see him only drop one player, which is Whisper, for Shamar Nicholson. And the reason why I said Whisper over and over, it's because I just believe that to drop Leon Bailey would be too much of a drama rather than Whisper. Whisper is younger and he's not a natural starter. So that's why they would drop him over Leon Bailey. If you ask me, out of the two, who I would go with, I want to say that based on the much more control of the ball, because surprisingly I saw that Whisper have more control over the ball than Leon Bailey. It's surprising in these games because I remember we don't have a big sample size of Whisper. So if I had to pick one out of the two, I would give Whisper the first half and then give Leon Bailey the second half if we're already in the lead. You understand me? Because I do believe that his attitude towards keeping the ball is a little bit better than Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey tried to rush into the tackle and then he seems to cause himself problems. He doesn't have a good spatial awareness as a footballer playing at the highest level. And I have enough sample size of him to know that that is his problem. I don't have enough sample size to judge Whisper properly and at a higher level. You understand me? So that's why I would, if it's down to me and I have two choices, Whisper or him, I would have actually gone for Whisper more than him. You understand me? Yes. It's surprising. People think that I would have gone the other way. No, I would have gone for Whisper over him. Yeah. Because maybe it's still coachable for Whisper because you know what? I never saw him track back so much, and I saw him tracked back twice in this game. He tracked back twice in this game and tried a few more times, committed the fouls. So at least he's taking information. I don't think he really processed the information so good. Hence why the last time when he got the double sub, I thought that he would have gotten the double sub because he kept going wide and kept going wide. And me and Jason was watching the game and we having dialogues. And I'm saying, he's gonna take off Leon Bailey. Because his system keep on getting stretched, keep on getting stretched. Others are bad, but Bailey is out of position. So if you're bad and out of position, it makes no sense. You're on the field. And then after we said that, we built the video and then we go and get Emery's statement, and Emery said the same thing. So sometimes holding position is always better. Having a man on the field that can score one goal and you give up 7, it's not the same thing. You get me? Football metrics mean something. So yeah, we don't want to go overboard. because we don't want any argument. I think today is just the keys to victory, and we want to keep it that, but we have to explain ourselves as well, how we come to certain conclusion. You know, that's all. Yeah, so that's why. And JD, if Whisper play on the wing, our right back will have. That's why I said I wouldn't start him naturally, because we have a new right back that I wanted to introduce. So that's why I'm explaining to people. That's why I would want Bobby Reed. They get me, JD. No two CDM in the middle. One CDM Lati, or Lambert. Okay, so that's what Chevy says. Chevy said he's going for only one. All right. So if we are going for one and we want to play a three system, who are the next two players? Because remember, you know, DJ can play as a natural CM. Okay enough. I don't think he's the 100% person that we're looking for, because I think Ravel does it better than him, progressing it from deep. But he can do it himself. So now we're having a CM Cam playing one of the position, and Casey Palmer is a flat out Cam playing one of the positions. How much solidity you're gonna get from that, just the same in midfield. Or Jason, you saw enough from Casey Palmer the last game that you would say
Yes,
he would have given you something, because he puts
yes.
out a lot of defensive output, you know, even though
Yes,
he's not a natural defender. You know.
before the last game, I would have said no. But based on that performance that I saw, I mean, he definitely is capable of tackling and winning duels and stuff. So I would say I would want him and DJ to play the double role as the eights. I would give Casey maybe a little bit more freedom in that role, and I would have DJ sitting a little bit deeper, not in line with Joel, but if we ever needed to have an extra body to build up, I would want DJ going back to do that role and not Casey. But I think it would work. It could work with those two because um, I don't think Daniel Johnson is as robust in the tackle as Casey, but I do think that he gets himself about and he's very positionally smart.
So
So,
so just
I
Jason.
don't think we'll be too stretched with those guys because I think all three of them have high level IQ and they'll be
Yeah,
able to
man.
just
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
work
yeah, yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They'll be
yeah,
able
yeah.
to just kind of work
Fact.
together and plug the gaps like we need. And I don't think, especially Casey, is as weak as some people would have thought in terms of what he can do just breaking up play as well. So, I don't mind the balance of that three. I think the key to it is just going to be, you know, um, figuring out when one of them needs to drop and become that second pivot when we're building because it is necessary at times. But I think for the most part, as long as Tavon Gray stays more at home on that right side, we can just play
Mm-hmm.
that single pivot, I think, in midfield.
Okay, okay. We have somebody trying to join. Kelvin J. All right, so Kelvin J. Kelvin J. Let me add this person. Um, yes, but what? Um, Jerry DNG. Listen to me. Jerry DNG. We don't go after. I'm not gonna make this of a whisper show, because Whisper is a part of the team and not even a natural starter in the team. So we are not going to make it that. So what you have to do, yes, I said Whisper would have gone on the bench, and if I'm picking my full team, Liam Bailey would have gone on the bench as well. Because it's only three players, I can only facilitate one out of the three, because Shamar Nicholson has to play, because we realize that we cannot play without a natural striker. So we are just giving our take, and I clearly heard the coach, and the coach is thinking similar to us, because he's seeing what the problem is, and he believes that he himself making problems on himself. So what am I going to ask you, Mr. Jerry? Um, Mr. Jerry, what I will ask you, would you rather win, or would you rather see Whisper, Liam Bailey and Demarai Gray on the field? Because those are the players that excites everybody. I think everybody wants to win and win comfortable. And sometimes if you place people the wrong way, you will turn your team into a mush for no reason. And that is what we did against Honduras. And that's why everyone said that they failed the team. All right? Yeah, man. So that's how football goes. And I think everybody on planet Earth that's studying football, coach football, that's how they do things. Period. Period. It's not a question. All right. Um, let me move on. Let me move on. I was discussing something. Kelvin J. You want to add something to the program? Or are you doing?
Yeah, morning, JD. Morning, everyone, or afternoon, whenever you listen to. How's
Mm-hmm.
everybody? Yeah, um, I'm very happy to be here with you guys. I just want to add a couple of things, like for me, I feel like you're the favorite for this game. Jamaica. I'm talking about Jamaica. I think you're the favorite, but I feel like you got a couple weaknesses, especially in the midfield and your right
Mm-hmm.
back. Your right
Mm-hmm.
back for me, I don't think he's a. I don't know. Like I don't know. For me, I don't think he's a right back. I feel like he look like more as a central back than a
All
right
right. So
back.
let me just fill you in. He can play right back, but at his club he plays as a right sided centre back or a right
Oh,
wing back.
okay,
So
okay,
there are
okay.
two different positions.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when he has covers covered in a system, or he is the cover for a right wing back. So it's a different
system.
position
Okay, okay.
than what he naturally
Oh,
plays. So
okay, okay, okay.
let me give the information so people can understand why he might have judgment issues because he's doing something different than what he does for his club. So let me give him some credit. Yeah, go ahead, continue, my brother.
Oh yeah, yeah. For me, I feel like if he wanna take advantage of that, I will play Lima because I think like he's better. His skills will give him like what's his name? What is, I don't remember his name. Your white back. Yeah, I think it will give him a lot of problem. And I feel like on midfield is better at controlling the ball because I think that's only two advantage that Haiti have. But I feel like yeah, and yeah, offensively, I might be honest, I'm terrified of Gray because Leon Bailey, respectfully guys, I think is the most overrated player I ever seen from Concacaf. But for
And
me, the
and
most problem is gonna be
surprising, Kelvin, you are the second person. Sean Bass came from Suriname, said that, and you are coming from representing Haiti, right? Um,
yeah,
and you are saying the same thing. So I don't know, and pretty much everyone in the majority of the people from Aston Villa says the same thing. So I just don't
because
know what we as Jamaican looking at to say something otherwise. But continue your thing, my brother, because I like
because
when other persons come on and give their take.
because in Haiti, because even people in Haiti are scared of him too because they think he's the best. I'd be like, y'all ever seen Demarai Gray? Like the way he controlling the ball, the way he's attacking the defenders. Like for me, I feel like Leon Bailey is always like he's over dribbling or overthinking the game. Sometimes I feel like when he have to pass it, he keep crossing the ball. I'll be like for me it's too overrated. That's my opinion. And the other weaknesses for me is low. For me, I feel like low, like for the oh, I know he's fast, but he's always one red card away. I don't know how. I don't think I don't know how the referee love this guy, but he's always one red card away from me in the game.
Okay, okay, fair enough. You have Chevy says Whisper has talent, but he doesn't understand big man football. He might rely on individual brilliance. And then Jerry says Bailey play good and bad, but if you bench Bailey, it doesn't make sense. Or it doesn't make sense. So if you have other players, so what are the other players for, Jerry? Because it seems like you're just saying things rather than actually saying things. You know, that's how it sounds to me. You're saying things for saying things' sake. Because if you have other players, so you just explained to me that Whisper can't be benched. Well, what are you going to say? Demarai Gray can be benched? Those are two of the wingers. Those are two
Um,
of the wingers. Those are two
Jerry, I
of
have
the wingers, right?
JD, I have a
Those are the
question.
full
Which
two wingers, right?
JD,
Demarai
I have a
Gray
question.
and Liam Bailey. So if you say Whisper can't be benched, what are you saying, that Demarai Gray should be benched then? And if you're not saying but Demarai Gray should be benched, who is going to be our striker? Who is going to push back the defensive line? We already proved that the midfield for 80 is better than our midfield. So what you want them their centre backs to come up on us as well too. So they are gonna have a full half court press, and then we can play out of our system. You understand me? So Jerry, I think you have to apply football logics to it. You get me? The coach have players and he's trying to make a team. So give him an opportunity to make a team, my brother. All right? Yes. Continue. Jason, you were saying something? You want to add something to it, or you want
No,
Kelvin to jump in?
Kelvin say he wants to ask us a question, so
Hey,
let him ask.
Go ahead,
JD,
Kelvin.
Whisper is the kid that was who the when he I think he took a shot, the ball hit the post. That's the kid. That's the one they
Yes,
talking
Whisper is
about.
the kid that hit the
But
post.
I'll
Yes.
be honest with you, bro. I love that kid, bro. I love him. For me, if I was Jamaica, that's me. That I will bench Bailey for him
So you said you
because
will
I
bench Bailey for him.
for him. Yes, because for me, like especially like Christian, Alex Christian, I don't know how he's still playing in that national team for us, but this guy, I don't think he have no brain because I think like a kid like Whisper will neutralize it. Because for me, Bailey overthink the game. Like, I think I would play what's his name Nicholson. I would play Gray, Nicholson, and Whisper. And I feel like y'all need an extra midfield to play with Haiti too. Because I think y'all 4-4-2 with that four attacking players. If Haiti, I don't know what the coach gonna do, but if Haiti wanna explore that with that midfield, because I feel like your midfield, I don't think they're real midfielders. They look like defenders to me.
Okay,
That's me.
okay.
That's my personal opinion.
It's
Because I feel like you gotta
I'm
gonna
glad
sacrifice
that
one
I'm
of them.
getting it. I'm glad that I'm getting it from a different side. You get me? Um, I'm glad that I'm getting it from a different side, a person from a different country. So we can't say it's we saying these things. I love when you guys watch the game and give your take. But before we go anywhere, guys, we have 168 in the chat and we have only must say 40 likes on the video and we have already done 41 minutes. So if you like what we're saying, you watch the whole video, you understand where we're coming from, and you listen to the coach, you listen to other football persons, and you feel like you want to support the channel, definitely do so. Our target is 150 likes. I think we can achieve it because we have more than 150 people here. So just do your thing. All right. So let me know your thoughts. Go ahead, Jason. You want to add something to that?
Yeah, I just wanted to say it is refreshing to hear someone that probably doesn't follow the football in Jamaica as much as us, and it is so in line with a lot of the things we're thinking. I see some people not so happy with his low comment, but I mean, guys, it's a true thing. I mean, low toes the line in terms of cards. I mean, it's not something that's a lie, so we can't beat the guy for saying that. And furthermore, um, JD had just mentioned earlier that if it was up to him on that right side, if it's between Whisper and Leon, he would put Whisper there in as well. And so, it just goes to show, like other people out there watching football, I mean, this guy has no reason to pick one player over another player for no reason, because he don't know the players as well. So it just goes to show, like people gonna have opinions on football, and a lot of the times when it's an unbiased one, it's gonna be a lot like what we're saying. Because as like I know me personally, I don't care who play. I just want to see the best people on the damn field. I don't care who play. I want to see the best players on the field. So I love the perspective Kelvin is bringing. And also, it's funny that he mentioned the left back as a weakness for them when we were thinking it was the right back. So I want to ask you, Kelvin, what do you think of your right back? Because we kind of singled him out as a weakness for you guys.
Christiansen, but
Um,
Simonsen's name, right, Kelvin?
yeah, yeah,
Samonson, yeah.
That's the
no,
right back that I'm
Simonson,
talking
yeah,
about.
Simonson. The thing is that he's not a right back. He's a winger, or he can
Thank
play
you very
midfield.
much. So that
Yeah,
means I will
he's
That
a
make
spot on as
perfect
to where he
sense.
plays.
That
yeah.
make perfect sense because we
So
were like,
yeah,
he takes so many risks, so we want to
yeah.
pressure that
He's a
guy.
because if you see, like, I don't know if you watch the Cuba game, the
Yeah,
second
man.
guy went there make the change. Sands, his name is Sands. He
Mm-hmm.
can play defense. He can play central back and right back. So you see like when the coach make the change, you see like he put Simonson up. So
He
that's why
push
the
him.
team he push him up. So that's why the team
Okay.
can elaborate on the right side because Simonson because he's a winger and he can play midfield. He can play nine. He can play 9.5. So yeah, so he can. That's why he can play. He can play right wing or left wing. Or if you play with if you play a 5-3-2 or 3-4-3, he can play like a white wing. So that's why he's not a defender. So that's why he's always attacking. So I think because against Jamaica, he's not gonna take that risk, especially against the Demarai Gray. So I think he's gonna play Sands and Simonson because he's gonna help you defending, but he's not a great defender, but he's gonna give you the help. That's the advantage
Okay.
that he has against, for example,
Okay,
Etienne.
so you think the coach will drop one of the three midfielders he played, push Simonson up, and bring on the defender to actually start at right back?
Yeah, I think like what's his name? Jimmy Ben Alexis. I think he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
bench him.
Okay.
I think he might bench him, or if he don't bench him, he's gonna play with three backs. Because that's for us, for me, the best system for me to see us beat Jamaica is between a 4-4-2 or 3-4-3.
Okay. That's
Because
the 3-4-3 would have nullified what we were try to do. So
yeah,
that's a good look.
that's
MG said that's all the best players. Right. Let me get a few more comments in. Then we have Naj says, Coach rate Mariappa and don't even play him. So Coach not picking favorite. All right. Tex says, Kelvin, JD, bring this guy back on the show. He's okay with it. If he's okay with it. No, Kelvin always come here, man. Kelvin always in the chat, but maybe he just feel the needs to come and give you some explanation and maybe show people that what we're studying about Haiti and other teams, we're accurate because you heard from Suriname side, you hear from Haiti, and they always come and said similar things to us. So it only goes to show that we don't cheat football or don't cheat you, the viewers. So that's why sometimes when I come here and you guys don't support the video as all we think that you're cheating but you guys, that should not work. They need midfield to create more crime. Okay, good lad. What is wrong with Jerry DNG, man? Yes, so how are you looking at it now? Because we have limited time, we have limited time. We maybe have around 40 minutes or so. So what you expect? You expect a win from 80? And you saw the Concacaf going so far?
honestly, I don't expect a win from Haiti. I hope we draw because only thing that I think our pride, because certain team Haitian don't like to lose. Jamaica is one of them because their pride may not gonna let them lose that game. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm be honest with you. There's teams like USA, France, Trinidad, bro, Jamaica, bro. They rather lose to any other country. You can they know they're gonna get blamed. So their pride, only thing, because the things especially all guys didn't show up, and the new recruits we trying to add, they change clubs, so the coach let them go to their club so they can come. So I think it's gonna be extremely difficult game for us to win, especially in Kingston. Is in most of the sad part that I hate, most of the time I watch Haiti play against Jamaica, bro. Haiti always have the ball, dominated, bro. Jamaica do 1 or 2 counter, go, and game over. That's what I'm scared of.
And that's what we need to ask, because we keep on saying that we want more possession, we want to create certain things and do all of these things. What type of team we think? Let me ask a question. We have 180 people here. Can you say in one word? Can you say in one word? Can you say in one word? Can you say in one word what type of style team you think Jamaica is?
Counter-attacking.
Because that says a lot,
Counter.
What
Counters.
Can somebody answer me? I want this chat to answer me, and I want the panel to answer me. What type of team Jamaica is? You get me?
Jamaica to me is a counter-attacking team. We create our best opportunities when we win possession once the team is attacking us, and we break. That is when we have our best opportunities on the pitch. And it's been evident. It's been evident since World Cup qualifying right through to the Gold Cup, even with coaches changing. If you look back, our best opportunities come when we turn them over and they have been attacking us and we break quickly. That is when we are at our best. That is when our wingers get isolated, and that is when teams fear us. So I think the counter-attacking system that's how we play. That's how we play.
But that's it's very true, because the things the athleticism and the fast and quick. Got both fast and quick. So because when you play the long ball, and for example, if you play with Nicholson and he gonna cross the ball, they do a long cross and we push it to Gray, people in danger. So I think if you have it, you have to utilize it. That's an advantage for us.
All right. So why I asked that question, because if we clearly say, and not the follow-up question I should have asked, if we actually like that style of play, and can that style of play bring us to the top level of Concacaf?
You want me to answer that? Okay.
No, Jason is a Jamaican, and then you can answer after. But do we like that style of play, and can it bring us to the top level of Concacaf?
I think the players that we keep picking for our squads, I think that we will get the best joy in a counter-attacking system. I don't think that you're going to see us, dominating the field tilt and the possession. Even when we play teams that we know we're supposed to dominate at the Gold Cup, like Trinidad and was it St. Kitts, I believe, they, even though we had more possession, the possession gap wasn't as wide as I would have thought it could have been based on the quality of the players on the pitch. So that just leads me to think that the way the team is set up, it just doesn't lend itself to keeping possession for very long spells. I think we try to, almost like the Butler way, let's get the ball forward as quick as we can. Even when the game doesn't dictate that we should do so, we still try to do it. And I think it can be a gift and a curse because, one of the things that ends up happening a lot of times is Jamaica's team tends to fade towards the end of the games. And I think a part of the reason for that is the style of play that we employ. We try to go at 100 miles an hour all the time, when sometimes the game might require 20 miles an hour for a spell. So I think because we play that way, we end up stretching the team at times. And one of the things that defeat you being able to retain the ball is the space between the players on the pitch. And I think because we play that style, a lot of times we're wondering, where are the midfield? Where is the midfield? It's not that they're not there. It's that we are trying to go forward so fast that the team gets stretched. And so we have to decide as a team and as a fan base, is that the way we want to see us going forward? Because, I don't think it lends itself to us being able to match up with the better teams in CONCACAF. It will always be a situation where, boy, we got a one goal and we held it. It won't ever be a situation, we dominated play, we won 2-0, and it was very calm the whole game. I don't think we have the personnel to do that, personally. So until then, I think we'll have to kind of live with this counter-attacking style and just put fear in teams on the counter.
All right, but look at that, Jason. If we say we are a counter-attacking team, so why we want 3 in midfield, or we want a cam and being a counter-attacking team and not the 4 forwards or the 4 wide players? Because obviously, if we're going to be a counter-attacking team, majority of the counters them come on the wings, because that's the only way, because team naturally comes to the goal to try and score. So that area of the pitch is always clogged up. So the only realistical place to go is always out wide, to direct striker. So why would we need a 3 in midfield rather than a 2? Because I'm trying to get back to say, because maybe Mr. Algrim thinks it's a counter-attacking team, he is going with the best strategy to get the best out of his players. Them
out of the counter, yeah.
You realize, because if you're saying you're a counter-attacking team, why you need the attacking midfielder? What he might always under pressure, he might always out of position, and he's not going to get no space to pass the ball. He's going to automatically become a winger. A winger.
That's why for me, the system that makes more sense is the 2-8s and not like an actual traditional cam, because as you say, we get the most joy on counter attacks from the flanks. So if you have the 2-8s there and not necessarily a actual cam, I just think it might help a little bit more when we counter and we lose the ball, to have dedicated 8s in those roles to know, okay, we have a little more solidity when they break back on us, right? That was my thinking with that. And I think that's a part of the reason why when we look at the team, even when it's set up in a 4-4-2 and we know it kind of changed to the striker behind the main striker, we don't really necessarily play that guy as a quote-unquote cam. He's more of a support striker. So we really don't employ a cam since this coach has been here, to be honest. It's almost like he don't use that position, But I think a part of the reason why he does that,
Jason, by
is
we
what I
reasoning,
just said.
by we reasoning, you realize why the position cannot become active, because the space always be filled, being that we are a counter-attacking team and someone always taking up that space. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is exactly the problem, So I hope him answered one time. Jevan says, so who would you replace Bailey with if you move Bobby move to the right wing? Would you replace him with? I think I would have removed Bailey the problem is we are trying to change the style as well, because we have to explain to people we are trying to change the style um of play. So we never wanted the 4 people, but now we understand why he has 4 people, because he has 2 wide player, he has a natural striker role player, and he has a central forward behind that, because he has no cam on the field. You understand me? Yes. So what we are trying to do now, we are trying to go with more bodies in midfield. So we wanted either 1 defensive midfielder and 2 central midfielder in front of him, slash whatever cam, or 1 cam, 1 central midfielder. So maybe the side that you think you're going to get the outlet on, you put the cam on that side. So if it's a Daniel Johnson playing the cam and Palmer playing the more central midfielder role, you do it that way. You get me? But you
Yeah,
have systems
yeah,
that we could have set up and it actually works. So that's what we are trying to work on, Javan. So that's why we said that we would have used Bobby Reed, because we wanted to bring in the kid. So unless you're saying that we won't be under so much pressure, so we can risk it with Javian Brown to not get exposed there, and then I expose low on that side as well. So if you think that is okay, then you can go with Liam Bailey and then drop Bobby Reed, and then use Daniel Johnson and Casey Palmer inside midfield to get the more creativity with the Latibodir. So we have a mixture, guys, and we cannot start more than 11 players. So no care what happened, one of our favorites will not be playing. All right? And we can't go to the notion to say that we're picking all overseas players, because Shamar Nichols is Jamaican and Daniel Johnson is Jamaican. You understand me? So we are just picking who fits each systems. All right. So don't watch the video and think that we are preferring players. We're only thing we're preferring players for is the ability that they do have. And we are telling you the ability at the time when we are coming up with the conversation. All right. Yes, we try to make sure we give you that. Yeah. Go ahead, Jason. I no, I think it was Kelvin wanted to say something.
Yeah.
Javan said I'm seeing 53 likes. Yeah, people do better than that. We said 150 likes at least on the video. It's not hard to do, you know. All right, so we're not gonna say it again. 150 at least on the video. So if you can't do that, we can't help ourselves. So if you don't see the video, don't text me personally and ask me why you can't see the video, because clearly you're one of them not liking the video. That's why YouTube not recommending it to you. All right, yeah, man. Yeah. Go ahead, Jason. Okay, Dima says
I thought Kelvin
Oh,
wanted to say
Kelvin
something.
wanted to
oh,
go,
okay,
but
yeah. The things like JD, a lot, and Jason, a lot of people doesn't know, like the 4-3-3 is the hardest system to play with, because the things like you need to have qualities players for this, because there's a lot of triangle in that system, because people think like when the coach playing like 4-3-3, 4-4-2, because the two most easiest systems to play is the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-3-1, because 4-3-3 is very hard, because not every player understands that system, because they have to play together a lot to understand that system. And you need some for Jamaica to play a 4-3-3. I don't know why. For me, their best midfielder is the guy, the dread guy. I don't know his name. I think it's Johnson. I don't know why the coach never play him, because for me, I feel like he's the best Jamaican midfielder.
all right. Dima says he did it sometime in the second half. I've seen Chippy play Cam. I think we're seeing and DJ at the same time. All right. Jason said a Cam doesn't stop you from counter attacking though, JD. That is my problem now, because I've rarely seen counter attacking teams that has the Cam playing in a true Cam role, Jason. You get me? And that is my biggest problem, because the it's very risky. It's unnecessary risky. If you're going to use a cam instead of the central forward, you understand me? Or just go with 3 in the middle, just the
It's
same. I think it's very
the
risky
only
and
time,
unnecessary.
the only time that I remember seeing like a actual cam deployed in a counter-attacking system is if they play with a double striker in front of him. That's
And
when it's a
play
winger,
narrow
winger,
and play the
yeah,
diamond,
it's a
Jason, and
narrow,
play the
yes,
diamond, the narrow diamond,
a narrow system,
narrow
yes,
diamond. That is
yes,
what
yes.
Aston Villa did and those stuff. So yeah, I
Aston
know,
Villa
I
has
know.
been playing it, yeah, with the and sometimes most of the time it's like a double cam with one striker, like a really narrow system. So it can be used, but we only say that because we see how Jamaica plays, where the emphasis is to have 2 wingers, And a lot of time when you have two wingers, you're gonna
Simple,
have a striker
because
as
you
well,
can't have a
and then you
narrow
have a
system with
cam as well,
wingers.
and that's 4 players up front. When a lot of times in a true counter-attacking system, you're gonna have 3 attackers. So
Yeah,
again,
so
one
well
of them
said,
would have
well
to be
said.
sacrificed, you know.
Well said, because that's exactly what I was going to go to smoke your brother Jason Ferran, you know. Yeah, but leave him alone, you know. Any day the coach use 3-5-2, his life will change. All right, Jason.
Andrew
155
55.
accept.
One thing Marit, boy, you're consistent. From me know
Yes,
you on
yes.
YouTube. Yeah, I say back
He's
three
saying
have
three
to do
five
the
two.
damn
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. So because we are the time I wind down now. We have around 30 minutes left and the dot. So we talk about how we think it going to work out now, like how we have our lineups so far, because I went for a 4-2-3-1. I went for a 4-2-3-1. Massive respect, Rasta Gale. How you doing? Hope all is well with you and your family. Yeah, man. I went for my 4-2-3-1, which I said I brought in Latibodier and Kevin Lambert, and then used the KC Palmer back. But I have no problem if someone wants to use Bobby Reed, Leon Bailey, just to fit them on the field. I have no problem with that. But I would have gone with more security if I'm going to go
JD,
with that. You know?
JD, why
Go
I don't
ahead.
like
Go
to
ahead.
play with the number? I think the dread guy. I think Johnson. I don't know his name.
John C is a very talented player, but you have to
Yeah.
understand Jamaica's culture. You know, Jamaica's
Okay.
culture has a lot to do with how we play players, you know.
Oh wow.
Johnson
For,
might be one of the highest understandable player, like
that
IQ player on our
that's
team.
because that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to put an extra midfielder, because that for me, I think he's the best Jamaican midfielder.
Yeah, but what I'm watching, I've realized that certain players have high IQ and certain talent in certain areas of the pitch just don't gel well with other players. I just don't know how that's possible. But every time he plays, he seems like he's giving his all. He doesn't run up and down like other people because he's intelligent enough to be in the right spot and to make the link, and maybe he pushes people around.
Because for me, like me thinking about like if for me, I don't think it's like a 6, but I would make him because since you got like your two,
No, he's a
uh,
cam. He's a natural cam, but he can play central midfield very good.
yeah,
Just the same.
yeah. So I would put in front of the defender, in front of Peanut, and Low because Low he like to kick and rush. So if you have in front of them, so
Oh,
he
so
can
you wanted
control.
someone to pick the ball up off him?
Yeah, so he can control
Okay,
the
yeah,
tempo
Johnson
of the
can do that.
game.
Yeah,
So to
Johnson
con-
definitely can do that. He does that a lot in the games.
yeah, because
Travis, I was reading the comments. Travis, I'm very sorry. I was reading the comments, sir. All right. Travis, stop the man. I can't read everybody comments of the conversation at the same time. So sorry, Travis. Sorry, I missed the comment. Tasha Beauty, how are you doing? Says good luck, my reggae boys. All right. So Tasha Beauty, take the reggae boys for herself. All right, and then we have J Room in the building. Massive respect. Yeah, man. As you come in, smash the like button, share, and subscribe as well. We need around 10 more subscribers to reach 11,000. No, it's with 8,100 on this one. A few more on the next one to reach 11,000. Yeah. All right. Trevor said, I can't afford to miss work today, so I'm not going to go in tonight's game. Okay, well, Travis, you go to the games, you don't get any picture, you don't get any videos, you just go to the game, the whole corner with your friends, them, and they tell you about the games. So don't tell me about the games. Don't tell me you're going to know matches if you're not sending in information for other people to get. Stop being too selfish for yourself. What you want me to buy you the ticket for you to send me something? That's what you're saying? All right, sir. All right, how you doing, man? Hope all is well. Yes. All right. Hope all is well. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that. We wanted to go into predictions. Wanted to go into predictions and stuff, man. All right. We wanted to get that up and running. What say you? Because I had a mad prediction yesterday, you know, which people started wondering what I'm talking about, you know, because I went a, a, a tough prediction. All right. Yeah. So
All right, Mr. Kelvin, as the visitor to the forum, go ahead and give
okay.
your prediction first.
Oh man, look, my heart tell me Haiti 2-1, but my head say Jamaica 2-0.
So your head and your heart don't match. Okay, so your heart said 2-1 Haiti,
Yeah, you know
and
my
your
love.
head.
My love for Haiti say 2-1, but my head, my conscious. Like if you know the game, like you understand the game, I see Jamaica 2-0.
Okay, so
All
2
right.
0 2-0 from his analyst side and 2-1 from his Haitian fan side. Okay,
My
fair,
Haitian folks
fair.
inside.
So I have to give my heart as well. No, I'm not giving my heart because some of them said I am Asian. Some of them said I'm Surinamese, and a few of them said I'm Jamaican. A few of them said I'm Jamaican. So I don't know.
Last time I checked at the
Yes,
Haitian
JD,
embassy, they
there
know you,
is.
JD.
See there? Kelvin has told everyone JD is well known at the Haitian embassy. Oh my lord. Oh my
Yeah,
lord. Now, no, the chat gonna burn up. My word,
yeah,
Kelvin.
yeah, yeah.
If you ever know where, just look Kelvin. My God.
Yeah, they
He just signed
JD,
my death warrant.
yeah, JD, they say your mom is Surinamese, your dad is Haitian, but he was born in Jamaica.
Boy, sometimes even Suriname Asian people text me and say, JD, they truly don't like you in Jamaica. I said, I truly don't even know.
JD,
just,
you gotta understand that, bro. You're not like when you analyze the game, you're not a fan. You just fucking facts. The things like people, the facts can be in front of them, but they don't want to accept that. That's the same problem
Kelvin,
in Haiti too.
Kelvin, let me tell you something. You see the truth? It's a very dangerous thing. A lot of people get hurt by it and they don't like it. You understand? One
That's a
thing that I
fact.
notice, one thing that I notice though, when I'm watching streams of other teams like the Haitian Cuba game, brother, you see the minute Haiti start play bad, you wouldn't even know that they love Haiti. The way of them are cost the team in the chat.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And
Because
and
the things I hate,
it's like
I'll be honest
and
with you.
and in the Jamaican space, if you do something like that, you're bad mind, you're a hater, this and that. I don't hear those narratives on other teams. So I'm just wondering, like, what is the difference? Why is it that you guys can watch and objectively be a fan and cuss people, and nobody don't say I hate for nobody? Them just let you talk and vent because that's what fans gonna do. Fans have to vent at times, you know.
Then, Jason, you see in Haiti, bro, like they don't care if they're winning. They want us to play beautiful football. They don't care about like you winning and you packing the bus. Only way you packing the bus if I'm playing against Brazil, you can park the bus. But against USA or you playing against Mexico, you can park the bus. USA they don't want that. Any team in Concacaf, you cannot park the bus. You gotta play head to head with them. So even you're winning, they be like that team was embarrassing. That's why they say you're not playing a world class team. So how you defending for the rest of
And
your life? They
and
don't want that.
Kelvin in a Jamaican side of things, it's like the opposite because Jamaica beat Haiti 1-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we come on and we had do the recap and thing, and of course there were positives in the game, but of course the result didn't match the performance. The performance wasn't the best. So
Mm-hmm.
we start to talk about the performance and dive deep into it now. And we're bad mind and we're hate. We're not happy. We win the game, this and that. But them, it's like them have amnesia. The other day we played the Gold Cup and we beat Guatemala 1-0, and we come on the recap and say, yo, and another day Guatemala win that damn match, you know. And if we
Yeah.
play Mexico like this, we're gonna get a beating.
Yeah.
And we play Mexico and we play like that and we got 3-0. So
Yeah.
people need to understand when we are analyzing the thing, it's because we want the team to go past where it is. Even if we won the last game, there are things that you can look and see and say, if we play a team with more quality and we give up the same type of openings and entries, we're not going to be able to win the game clear. We might even lose the damn game. So that is why it's important to come out and talk about these things because,
and
yes, we might be
Jason,
getting the results, but
and Jason, we
where we
can add this
want to
to
go, yeah, go ahead,
Jason. We
JD.
can. No, I don't I want you to continue, but I just want to add this to it. And the coach is claimed to say him watch YouTube. So why him can't watch YouTube for the right reason? So poor me have an answer to theme problem. Remember, I'm studying to just the same, Obviously, him already a professional, and I'm trying to become a professional. So what if I saw something? Because majority of the things that I've said, when him game done, him said the same thing as me, So why is it me I said it before? So that means him can learn something from me and you and somebody here as well. So why is it we can't offer nothing to the team? Why we only can offer
You know,
we have to
JD,
just
let me
I
be a
add
think
fan?
this.
Why we have to only
Let
be
me
a
add
fan?
this, JD.
I'm
They always
confused.
said
I'm
that on
confused. You know? I'm
JD. They
confused.
always
Listen.
said JD. They always said that in football. Great mind think the same. Great mind always think the same. Because your eyes gonna tell you the truth how your team play.
Yeah, it's not deceiving you. So you just say what you have to say. So we can be a help to the team by telling the team what we saw, on the field. Why we have to I just and that's why that's the
You know
only
how I
reason
call
why
these
I'm
people, JD? I call these people blind witnesses. If
blind
they
witnesses.
sometimes, yeah, JD, they are
my
blind
my my
witnesses.
they're asking if you're Alex, but no, he's not Alex. Alex came and cussed me off about Ethan Pinnock, and I never saw him back again.
No, JD, no, that's a fact. They are blind witnesses. They watch the game, but they don't understand it.
Yeah,
JD,
yeah. So
people like, for example, when you tell them to play, they play like a 4-4-2. Ask them when they attacking if the system stay the same. Most of them gonna say yes because they don't understand the game, JD. Most people they just watch the game, but they don't understand it.
the coach said it. 155. The coach said he listened to
No,
all of the
that's a fact,
platforms.
Jason.
Um,
No, I'm laughing at you, but I'm really laughing at the comment on the screen right now, to
yeah.
be
So
honest.
so Andrew, why would he listen to two man where maybe not get as much views as other people? And he might go listen to other people because he want to hear what the fans them have to say, because that's exactly what he said behind the conversation. So he listened to everybody. So I am amongst the highest views collector. So obviously he might go see me, and what me stand for is something what he might do for the country. So more likely he might go see me a little bit more or find me a little bit more interested. So you never look at that. So me no need to listen to what him a say. Me I tell you what me know what makes sense. And me think him is a person of a rational mind. So I don't know what else to say. Simon has said, just think about the positives. Him come out and talk about only negatives what Jamaica do. So him no want to hear Simon. Him no know Simon I go say already. Him want to hear me I go say
Yeah,
too.
but
Yes, you understand? Because the
me no
man
hear
come out
nobody
yesterday
I
and say,
say.
so we'd have a
Me,
bad game. Our midfield was poor.
so why the
So
coach no
Simon
bad
never go say
mind? Why
that.
the coach no bad
Simon
mind?
never go say that. The coach said that out of their mouth. So why am I gonna listen to Simon? Simon not gonna say what I say. You get me? So that is the truth. So he might go want to hear from me, because me I go bring a crowd where I go actually say we midfield was poor, and that the man come out and say out of his own mouth. So more likely me might go and listen to, because he might go realize say yeah, then people actually say what the truth is. Yeah, so not saying Simon has said not talking the truth, but he's not talking the things and where we are see. So that's why me I answer to Kevin Andrew to say that he might go listen to other people. Think about the positive. Yeah, Simon I go say think about the positive. Me not have time for that. Me I think about football and what on the field. Yeah, simple. You know me not really go around the corner. Me not have time for that thing. Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead, Jason. Me just try to answer Andrew 55 to tell him
Yeah,
so what me
no,
has to
no,
make
no.
sense.
That good, man. I was going to actually say something about that comment as well, so I'm glad they touched on it. But um, yeah, I think people just need to realize that like it's all constructive at the end of the day. I want to say all the guys do well, but I think it's evident at times that there's things that we can improve, and there's nothing wrong with talking about those things, right? There's nothing wrong with that, and it doesn't mean if we get 3 points that everything is perfect in the world. There's there's things that you see in games, and there's things that we can do a lot better, and we just want to see the team be able to do those things. That's all, and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
that's speaking from me personally.
So Jason, give me a prediction, because we have both of we are talking about the prediction. We only let
Yeah.
Kelvin
All
alone
right.
talk
So
about this prediction.
so yesterday, I said I had a feeling that we are gonna have maybe the best performance that we've had under this coach,
Oh
and I
yes,
think
yes, yes, yes. You had said it yesterday, yeah.
yeah, I did, and I think the reason why I think that is just I think the team is getting the habit of getting results right now, and I think that they know that they're not so far off from having a really good performance, and I think the fact that Haiti is a team that I think Jamaica mentally, like the players themselves, think that they will beat them. They've beat them a lot of times, and I think with all those factors, with them playing one game at the stadium already and playing another one quick turnaround, I think they'll really put up a better showing tonight. So I am going to say that we keep another clean sheet and we win the game 2-0.
All right. Yes, so my
Hold on,
advertise.
Jason.
Yes, And Jason
Yo,
Ferran, not Jason
What?
Fona.
Why
I
did
see.
you choose to get the best game against Haiti? Huh?
I
But
think
oh,
Jamaica.
hold on,
To
people.
be totally
Let
honest,
me
to
take
be
my
all right.
commercial
Go
break,
ahead.
people. One second, one
Go
second.
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
am
Go
showing
ahead.
off my play. Jason said I never went to England. I bought a PlayStation battle and a PlayStation slippers. So when I'm playing my PlayStation 5, I have all PlayStation on. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Continue. Continue.
All right. This show brought to you by PlayStation,
By
apparently.
PlayStation. This
But yeah,
episode brought by PlayStation. Yeah.
no, I think honestly, Kelvin, because I think Jamaica does a little bit better playing against the more physical teams. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think we struggle more against the Central
Technical.
American
Yeah.
short pass. Yeah, we struggle
Mm-hmm.
more against that. And I think even though Haiti is at times they show better technical prowess than us in terms of keeping the ball, I think they do have a tendency to fall into trying to use their strengths, which is pace, power, just like us. And I think
Yeah.
we react better to those type of threats than the technical Central American tiki taka
That is
ones, in my
that is
opinion.
exact. You see what you said. That is exactly true because we always fall to that trap against Jamaica. Always acting like we are physical and fast, but that is not true because the Jamaican team always faster and more physical. And one thing I think you have to use it for your advantage: the set pieces from corners, free kick.
Kelvin, and I know you're talking about football, but this brother is getting on my nerves. You know, he keeps on telling people because he's the one that made up story that I am Asian. You know, you understand me? So can you tell him that you don't have no PlayStation but like this in Haiti? And you have no PlayStation slippers because Jamaica don't have one and Haiti don't have one. This was in
No,
England.
the thing
This
like
was a special model, and I bought it for a lot of money.
I mean,
All right.
because yes, that is true. But the thing that JD, I left Haiti like a long time ago.
Okay, but you have to call someone in Haiti and let them know that I don't. My battle was from in England. You can scan. All right, listen to it, people. We can end the debate. Look on the screen. I'm gonna put a scan. Just scan it, and you're gonna see England come up and where about it. And then I'm done with that, brother. All right. Just scan that. Just scan that part of the video. You're gonna see England come up. You can use a phone and it scan it and it tells you exactly where about it. And then I'm done with Jason. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But I finally got my revenge on Mr. Jason Ferran. Scan my code and you get England. I'm a done talk. Yes.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, Jason. That I was saying. Like, I think y'all supposed to take the advantage from the set pieces. We got y'all very tall. And I think y'all supposed to take advantage of them because I feel like our teams like our central back they are 6 feet, but like they 6 feet one. We don't have any 6 feet players that show up for our camp for this preliminary.
Wait, how tall is Ade? You not tall?
No, Ade is more than 6 feet, man.
No, he's six
I,
one. I did 6'1".
Oh, 6'1". Okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, so
okay.
six
that's what I'm
one.
saying. 6'1", and the other central back is 6'1" too. And let me see, and what's his name?
Ethan Pinnock
Um,
6'3", six
So
four.
Simonson is the tallest one.
Simonson is 6 feet. Only the tallest one is Prunier. Is 6'2".
Oh, Prune 6'2".
No,
Okay.
oh no, matter of fact, not Prunier. The other the number 7. Oh my
Oh,
God, I
Antoine.
forgot.
Antoine is
Yeah,
like
Antoine.
6'2".
Anthony.
Yeah,
Um,
he's 6'3".
yeah,
But I'll be
yeah,
honest
he's
with
tall. He's
you.
big and tall, man.
Yeah,
We
he's
have big
tall. Yeah,
players, man.
yeah, we do have big players, but for me, the system that I want to play, some of them gonna be on the bench. Between him and Prunier, one of them got to be on the bench.
They're not benching Prunier. Ain't no way.
Yes, I think
Bro,
he's gonna be the problem. Yeah.
yeah, but the thing, that's well,
And now, if you bench him, I would be happy. But I
but
don't think
I'm
they're gonna
telling
bench
you,
him.
look, there's a kid. He's a left footer. His name is Didson. I rather play with him and Rima because for me, y'all wing your left back and right back. I would explore that with these two kids.
All right. So Didson, that you guys want to come on? Yeah, he's a flary player. Highly rated for his age.
Yeah.
Um, but but
What happened?
but
What happened to Stevenson, Jedi, Kelvin?
Oh,
you have two of
Stevenson.
them, you know.
Yeah, Stevenson. He went to overseas, but the thing that he
He's
had a
in
knee
Europe now. He's in
surgery.
Europe. Europe.
Yeah, he had a knee
Yeah.
surgery. Now, right now, he's doing therapies, so that's why.
Oh, he had knee surgery. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
kid is
so
a
yeah,
danger.
but I told you about that, Jason. Remember I was keeping an eye on him, and
No,
he made it.
I remember when he went to Europe, but I don't remember you
Yeah,
telling me about any
no, he
surgery
was.
or
I'll be
anything.
honest with you. He will torture your defense because I don't know. He loves playing
No,
against Jamaica.
I rate that kid. I rate that kid, man.
He,
That kid have a future, man.
no,
He's special.
he will not touch our defense. He tortured our defense.
Yeah, that U20 game, all when Haiti have 5 players, the man
No,
still is
but remember
causing
him
problem.
torture Waterhouse and him torture
Yeah, water.
Cavaliers as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah.
Oh yeah,
him
in
torture the
the
whole Jamaica
Caribbean,
society.
yeah, for Violet, the run he had like going
So
through
Jason,
Jamaica was
Jason,
wow.
that's why Travis a cuss. Where the one Jedi where we are hype him up, or him can't make the 80 team. Travis
Nah,
upset, because the man batter Jamaica.
So JD, you feel like a part of the reason why I asked that wasn't to answer Travis, so him can know because I see when him ask it.
but
Oh,
JD,
okay.
there's a player we trying to get now. I think if we have him,
Hmm.
he's gonna be a guarantee. He's gonna be a top three of Concacaf number 9.
Mm. And who is
He
that?
played for he's played for Crystal Palace. His name is Hudson Edward.
Edward?
Yeah,
Wow,
Edward is
yeah, of
he can play
course.
for Haiti?
Me know Hudson Edward, of course, yeah.
He can play
yeah,
for Haiti?
yes,
What the
yeah,
hell?
yeah,
Yeah,
Damn.
he played for France youth teams coming right through.
yeah, yeah. Because the things like
Wow.
I'm playing, bro, JD. I'm
No,
praying like
If Hudson Edward come to CONCACAF, he's probably, let me see,
I think he
probably
could
the
have been the
best
best one.
striker. Yeah, probably the
He would
best
have been the best
striker.
striker. Yeah, I think he would have put him as the best. Yeah.
and JD. I don't know if you know that guy. He played for Belgium youth team too. He's playing for Burnley right now. His name is Delacroix. He used to play
Mm-hmm.
for Anderlecht. Yeah,
Okay, so
They
he is
trying to
scouting good
convince him
then.
too.
He is scouting good. But
Oh,
Edwards, I think he's gonna be a hard one for you guys to get.
he's
Well,
gonna be, but
think about it though, JD. Is he's not well, I don't know if France coach give him ratings like that, but that's a long list of people to get past for France.
to pass JD to get to France.
It's a long list of
Because the
straight
thing
players.
about France, JD, France have so many strikers right now
Okay.
and wingers, so it's gonna be hard for him to make it. But the thing is that I want him to have a good season, but I don't want him to have a great season. Because if you have a great season,
Travis, Bill, no man, stop disrespect people in the comment, man. That's
Yeah,
Bill.
Travis, 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 just be respectful now.
you know,
we only have 5 more minutes. Please do hit the like button. Get us past 150 on the board. And as we said,
so
we
JD, the
yeah.
funny thing about Haiti, but we lost players. Most of them wanted to play for us. We lost them because of our federation. Like for example, Kim Pembe. He had his passport. He was ready to play for Haiti. Because what happened? They supposed to call him.
Yeah,
They was like, oh,
Kim Pembe would have been
Presnel
out.
Kim Pembe. He played
Oh
for
my
France right now.
God. No,
Yeah,
of course we know Kim Pembe. Of course we know
yeah, yeah.
Kim Pembe.
He had his passport. Everything was ready. The things like they supposed to
Wow.
call him. They're supposed to call him to play for the national team, but he played against Barcelona. You remember when they give Barcelona 4-0, after that they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
get the 6-1. So since then he played for Barcelona. All of us was watching and was like, oh, we're gonna lose him because there's no way he's coming back. And France call him. Mike Maignan, the goalie for France right now. Mike Maignan, we lost him for the same thing
Wow.
because a
Wow.
lot of players that Haiti loves more because Jonathan David, his
No,
father
yeah,
wanted
no.
him
And
to
you guys
play.
always talk about that one, but I think
Yeah,
Canada would have gotten
nah,
you know?
No,
Jonathan David.
his pops was
His pops,
definitely
his
yeah.
pops want because look, his pop was chasing Haitian Federation, the ignorant.
Okay, but
So
every
that's what happened.
Canadian said he would have chose
That
he
that
always wanted to
JD,
play for Canada, you know?
that is
That's
not
what they
true
said.
because his pops used to call the Federation, bring his everything. The Federation ignorant because they think
Well,
he wasn't that good.
damn. Look at it, they should have had a real monster team over there. Damn. Wow.
Because the things like they know about, for example, Saint Maximin, but the things like they
Yeah,
don't because
maximum.
they
Yeah.
feel like the things like they got too much ambition in the federation. Because right now we don't have a federation, we have a committee of normalization. So they're not really working because I'm telling you, if we can bring all these players and all these French-based players that we have, JD, I don't care. Like for example, I think us Jamaica. Look, people talking about USA have a great pool. If we can bring these French-based players, JD, it's gonna be a nightmare for Concacaf. I really
Yeah,
believe
if
it.
you're bringing two solid forwards, I already believe say you might be challenging for top four, top four, top six. Yeah. Because you already play quality football, so you just need that finishing forward. Obviously, you have Nizan and Para, that I think they're very good players. But if you add those qualities and you can get the ball to them with the physicality and the pace, with the playing style, I think your team can be good, man. So we're gonna keep eyes on it. We're gonna keep
Yeah.
eyes on it.
One team
We're
that
gonna.
I'm praying another kid to not be shy. His name is he play for PSG right now, but the thing is, he's like 17 years old. If I'm gonna say Zaire Henry. His grandmother, I think, is Haitian.
Oh, the one that for PSV. Yeah, I got it
PSG, yeah.
yesterday. I got it yesterday.
But it's gonna be hard for us to get him. It's gonna be
Okay.
extremely difficult.
Yeah, but people talk like you guys got him before. Because they said we just got a player with that sign that for 80. That's
Oh yeah, they
playing for
talking about
PSV.
they talking about another kid. His name is Duvern, but he can't come because he just changed club. And there's another kid named Belgrade, which who just went to
Oh, oh,
Wolverhampton.
yeah. Just
Yeah,
answer this
these
one,
two.
Kelvin, because we have to run in around
Yeah.
3 minutes or so. Let me just read a super chat. JD, Whisper needs to adapt Cole Palmer confidence. Okay, I think Cole Palmer is a different level footballer, to be honest. Because of the system and the continuous playing time that Cole Palmer got in several competitions, but I don't think you watched that. But anyways, let me move on to what Mr. United said. Why the other players? You got any information on why the other players didn't come in?
Yeah, why Pero and Nazon not there for this time?
Piero, he was playing on the Champions League preliminary. He got injured, so
So
that's
he
why
said he got
Piero.
injured and he has not recovered because I saw
He's
that
not
he.
recovered. Yeah, and
Okay.
Nathan, they say Nathan he was injured since from the Gold Cup, so he's still not healed yet. So that's why he didn't show up. Collins Orcus, he said he was tired. He cannot show up because he played for
So
Vitas.
why put them on the list? Why put them on the list? Because I saw both of them on recovery.
Yeah, so
I
I
saw
don't
both
know.
of them on recovery when I was checking them myself.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I don't know why the coach. I don't know. I don't know. But Piero, that's not the coach fault because he got injured in the Champions League. Sorry, so he put the list way before that. So that's
Okay,
why.
okay,
Yeah, Piero and
okay.
yeah, Nathan, they say he's still not recovered from that injury from the Gold Cup. So from a knee injury, so that's why he didn't they didn't call him. But Arcus, they say he got tired. But the other guy, the new recruiting, he can't show up because he just signed to a new club.
Okay,
So
because
that's
of
why.
okay,
Yeah.
damn. So next window they're gonna be back. So
Oh
at
yeah,
least Jamaica will
next
play them
window
once.
we might have like a lot of new players because there's one of them who just changed club from Zenit St. Petersburg. He's a winger. His name is Isidore, so he might show up too. They trying to convince him to.
Okay. All right. So guys, Jason, give your final thoughts and then we just chop
Oh,
it up
by the way,
and move
JD,
on.
you didn't give us your prediction, man.
My prediction, I have a feeling that's gonna be 1-1 with a red card.
So you think it's gonna be a bloodbath?
Yeah, I think some dirty tackle. I've keyed out 6 players yesterday, but I said it's gonna be a battle. So 1-1 with a red card. That's what I think will
But
happen.
I know most definitely if there's a red card, but I know Damien no might be.
No,
He
I
have a.
never said who's gonna get the red card. I never said who's gonna get the red card.
So
Don't
so
put it
when you
out
si-
there,
so JD
Kelvin. I'm
JD
begging you, Kelvin.
when you singled out 6 players, Damian Lowe wasn't in the six.
I
The
bet
six.
Damien was the number
Yes,
one.
Damian Lowe was at the back end of the 6 because I have an ex player. I have an ex player that him,
I know. I remember you said
he's
Latibo there.
he's
I remember you
tough.
said Latibo there.
Yeah, I've not called any name. Jason, why you and Kelvin say so? We don't have the same behavior. I
So
just
how
said I
me
say it's
know? So
hard to club at Jamaica
how me know the name them? I ain't never called a name.
because I call them from a long time and you just try to keep them because you want to expose me. Jesus. So you have 4 players for Haiti and you have 2 players for Jamaica.
What is the four player for
Right?
Haiti?
Yes, 4 players for them, Eddie.
No, the man
Kelvin, let
said
me
him
talk about
want to
them later,
hear.
Kelvin.
Him want to hear the players. If
I want to
Kelvin
hear
I
wants to
them.
can't.
know.
People, my time done. I need to pick my kid up.
JD, why
Imagine
you
these are
running?
the two worst persons I have on the same stream. They want to expose me. Oh my God. I can't bother people. 1-1 and a red card. That's what I said. I never said who is going to get the red card. So thank just to give a final point so we can chop it up and then we'll come
Yeah,
on
man.
later. Later, I'm going to come back early later. So I will get into my predictions and everything, people. All right? Yeah, man. They said
All
I
right,
should
so
take out a
listen.
prediction. All right, 2-1 Jamaica win. 2-1 Jamaica win. Oh, 1-1, my normal prediction, 1-1 and a red card, or 2-1 Jamaica win. So let me give two predictions because everybody gave two predictions.
Two
Two
one, two one,
predictions.
and
So
2-1 and
2-1,
two red
anyone
cards.
winning it, it's Jamaica winning it. All right? And 1-1, my normal prediction. With a red card. So,
And 2-1, 2-1 with 2 red cards.
no, 2-1, anybody winning it. All right? So if the red card don't come, Jamaica winning 2-1.
All right, cool.
And
So yeah,
all
so
right. Jason, give your
yeah,
final
just to
take.
yeah,
Nothing to do
just
with me. Leave me alone. Leave me out tight.
no, yeah, just a final take. Yeah, so right now, just hope that the first of all, I know it's a Tuesday night, and I just praying that anybody in Jamaica watching this that thinking about going to the game, just try to go to the game if you can. The guys, every one of them in the interviews after the game mentioned the crowd, so it's really something that can help them. So if you can, people, just make the effort and go to the game. Get there early and be heard, and try to just be present, make nice, give the players that extra support. You know, even the Haitian fan on the panel, he said whenever he knows the game will be tough because it's in Kingston, and a part of it being tough is the fans. So let's help out with that. And yeah, just looking forward to later. I hope the prediction that I made comes true. 2-0 Jamaica all the way. 6 points.
People still fighting. No red card. 3 red cards. Tell you what, everyone fighting for my prediction in spot. Let's see who gets it later. All right, so people, take care again. Thanks, Jason, and thanks, Kelvin. You really came here and gave your take. Don't be afraid. Don't let the Jamaicans and bully you. Because you have some Jamaicans, they don't want to hear reality. They don't want to fight. Especially the one named Chevis Pessoa.
JD,
Pessoa,
but
all right?
remember,
Yes. But,
they blind
yes.
witnesses for me, so they can do
All right,
nothing.
so take care. Chevy says 4-0, 4-0 Jamaica winning. All right, so people take care, smash the like button on your way out, and bye bye. Have a nice one. All right, yeah, man. We will
All
come
right.
back later early. All right, peace out.